In this video, I'll show you how much a trip to Las Vegas costs. It's a very cool, personal, very quick video with all the costs of your trip: hotel, airplane tickets, chip, insurance, tickets, shows, food, everything you need to know to define how much money you need to make a trip to Las Vegas in the economy profile. We'll make two profiles for those who want to travel very cheap and save a lot, and for those who want a little bit more comfort, a little bit more fun. So these are quick tips, useful with no winding up. So let's go. Hey guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the largest travel content networks in the world, and today we are going to talk about Las Vegas. How much does it cost to travel and realize the dream of going to Las Vegas? Guys, this was a dream. I have already visited all the places in the United States. I'm in Orlando. Now we are living in Orlando, but Vegas was my dream. When I set foot there, it was a spectacular deal. Make an effort to go there because it's really a sensational place. I think it's one of the most amazing places in the world. So without further ado, let's go. Guys, this video is focused on the costs, right? I'll talk about the values, but if you want to travel cheap there, we have a very complete video about how to travel cheaply to Las Vegas. Put on YouTube this term and Gabriel on the side. It's going to show mine, or I'm going to leave it here at the end of the video. In the last seconds of this video, I'm going to highlight it, right? Just click it and go. I'm going to put here on the side a table that I'm going to divide in two profiles. The economy profile, which is that person who wants to travel spending as little as possible and everything really cheap, and the comfort profiles for those who want a little more comfort, a better hotel, more tours. You will spend a little bit more and have a slightly nicer trip. It's much better to put it in dollars. Why? Because the dollar changes a lot less, so at the time of your trip, observe how much the exchange rate is on the day, how much your currency is, and then you multiply it by the dollar, and I'll tell you the values here too. Okay guys, stay calm, but it's just for you to have a better notion. And here are 10 days of traveling, 10 full days. I took from October 1st to 10th, which is an average season. Okay, in the whole United States, July, December, and January is high season. Everything is much more expensive. If you go in those months, it will be more expensive, but we took the October period, which is an average period, to see how much it is. So let's go. Without further ado, let's start our little table with all the values for a trip to Vegas. So let's go, people. Starting with the airfare. In this table, I'll not include the visa, okay, and the passport that I included last time because many people said they already had one. So if you don't have one, you will have to get an American visa, which costs around $160. If you already have one, it's one less cost. Then starting with the airfare. Today, the price of the airline ticket, people, in dollars is $150 more or less, okay? In most airports, in most places, it depends a lot on where you are, so do your research too afterwards to see the right price for your city. But this is an average value converting to my currency. It's expensive, guys. It used to be much cheaper years ago. You could get it for a reasonable value. Today it's no longer possible, guys. It's impossible. If you can get less than this, it guarantees, because anything is already a very good advantage. So this is the price for your trip to Las Vegas. Golden tip: I know it's a video about how much it costs. Las Vegas has no direct flights. You will have to stop, for example, in Los Angeles. Most of them you can take the combined trip, 5 days in Los Angeles, 5 in Vegas. You can do a mix there, but this video will be focused on Vegas, but you can get an idea of how much a trip with California included in the itinerary would cost. But in general, this is going to be a video focused on Las Vegas only. And now the hotel. The lodging in Vegas has to be a nice place, okay guys, because you're going to stay in those gigantic casino hotels. So let's go. Putting here $400 in the economy profile, the price for all 10 nights for one person, the total price in a nice hotel, 3 stars. It's not very good, it's an economy profile, but it's a very well located one there on the strip, which is the main avenue in the middle of all the main tourist attractions. It's a hotel that we have already stayed, also with a very good price. This one that you're seeing here in the video, it's very simple, very economical, but it's well located and cheap. Now, if you want to improve a little the level of the trip, $800, it's double, but I put here a 4 or 5-star hotel. There was one that we stayed in that was this price. That's sensational, and it's in the movies. It's next to the Bellagio. They are spectacular hotels. Take a look. If you can give this upgrade, it's worth it, but if not, guys, relax. Las Vegas has a lot of hotel options. Take a look. To make it easier for you guys, I'll leave it here below in the description of the video in the first fixed comment. All these hotels that we stayed at are well explained. There are links, all the links to the other services that we looked for, because you will see, people, that the values that I'll put here are very good. If you go looking around, sometimes you'll say, Jesus, Gabriel, here it's getting much more expensive. It's because we already know the websites, the places that are cheaper, that have promotions, that are worth it, but I have already left everything ready. If you want to check the websites calmly, enter in the computer later, open this video here in the description, guys. I left all the links listed for everything, cheap travel insurance, car rental, everything that I'm going to comment. And now we go to transportation, how to get around Vegas. For those who want to save a lot of money, I put $150, guys. That's for you to ride an Uber. You will arrive at the airport, take a transfer. There is also the website of the cheapest transfer. Look later in the description. You will get a transfer to your hotel, and then you will be walking. If you get a hotel on the strip, you can do more or less everything on foot, but the strip is gigantic. You can't walk from one end to the other. It takes, I think, 6 hours, so you will need an Uber at some point, or you can get by with cabs, one or the other. So more or less, in total, people, I calculated here that you will be spending $150, being very economical, right? And saving, walking a lot, prepare your legs, and for the comfort profile, $350 the rental car. Here I took a car and divided it for 2 people. Usually people travel in 2, and it was $350 with parking and gas included. I already included everything here, so it's not that expensive. It's nice because with the car you can go to the Grand Canyon, to the Riverdam Dam, which is a couple of hours away, take several tours and go to the casinos, to the outlets that's a little further away from the avenue, so you have more freedom. So it's up to you to choose the values, but these are the values for transporting yourself. And guys, quickly, who doesn't follow me yet, follow me on Instagram at @PyLorenzi and at Livia De Lorenzi. We have been living in Orlando for almost 2 years now, and we are showing everything here. We show our trips around the world, the Disney parks. Now we are close and go pretty much every week. There's a lot of great travel content there, but American Life, follow us there, you will like it. And if you can, take a look later on our new channel, the Lorenzi Family channel. It's the same idea. We show the daily life in the United States, adaptation in another country, the Disney parks, the beaches, trips around the world, the routine with our daughters, who are a blast. If you can, follow us there, watch it with your family. I think you're gonna love it. And now let's talk about travel insurance. Guys, the international travel insurance is very important for you to have one. Anywhere you're going to travel outside your country, get one. It's very cheap and it covers you from absurd expenses that you may have, okay? There are medical consultations, hospitalization that sometimes cost $3,000 or $4,000. It's absurd, the price of healthcare out there, here, abroad. So get some good travel insurance. Just so you have an idea, with a medical coverage of $60,000, it covers you up to $60,000, $800 for lost luggage, $30, folks, per person for the 10 days. It's very cheap, so get one, don't miss it. I'll leave the link here below to the travel insurance comparator, which is the only place that we can find these incredible and very cheap prices, and it's a good place. We've always taken it out for years, so check it out. It's a very cheap insurance, but be sure to get one. And the next item on the list is the chip, the travel chip. Who travels today without the cell phone internet working? There is no way, guys, there's no way to travel without the internet. Some few places may have Wi-Fi, yes, some parks, Starbucks, shoppings, but for the other periods of the trip that you will not be in those places, to ask for Uber, to be able to locate yourself, use Waze to see a map, use the GPS for those who are going to rent the car. Guys, the chip is very important, so buy the chip, because if you come with your local carrier plan, you will pay a very high international roaming fee. So the cheapest option is a travel chip. There are several companies that already sell, deliver deliver all over the world. It's a prepaid international chip that you put on your cell phone and use the internet during your trip easily. Okay guys, it's super easy. There's even the virtual chip which you receive by email. It's much easier than you think. So this chip value is a good chip with what we like and use. $45, 5 gigabytes of internet. It's more than enough for all these days of traveling. Even for 15-20 days it's possible. I'll leave it here also under the chip, but it's a good chip, $45 per person for all 10 days of travel. And now the food, guys. The food is more difficult to stipulate because each one spends an amount. You can spend in Vegas, you can spend $10,000 easily. It doesn't have to be a top restaurant. Order wine, some fancy stuff, and you can spend $5 buying a ready meal at Walmart and heating it in your room. So it varies a lot. A price that I think is good for you not to have problems too, to be able to have a good condition. I'm going to put here $400 on the economy, which means $40 per day and per person, so you can have a nice lunch, fast food, buy some food at the supermarket, warm up, try to eat some cereal bar, save on water, soda, don't drink so much. The alcoholic beverage is expensive there, guys. The drinks, wines, it makes the trip more expensive, so this is the economic value. It's been very economical now to enjoy a little more. $70 a day, that's $700 in total for a person to be able to eat well, have a nice meal, eat in a nice restaurant, have a drink in the afternoon, something else. It ends up costing, but not much, because a lot of drinks cost money. So be prepared. If you like to drink, I really say that because it really makes the trip more expensive. Drinks are expensive. And the tours guys vary as well. In the economic one I put 0 because those who want to save money will do 0 tours. You can be alone. The street people is a sensational avenue. Vegas has many free attractions. Each casino hotel has more than 20. They are themed. You will go inside and stay there for hours. Each one has a different attraction. The fountains at the Bellagio are free. The Mirage volcano is free. There are several shows on the street that are free, but there are paid ones that are sensational. So in the column of comfort I put $400. You can spend more, okay? There are many more tours, but it's a good value. I think that to consider an intermediate trip, $400 for what? The Grand Canyon tour is a round trip. It's far, guys. It's a 4-hour trip one way and then the other way back, but it's a spectacle. It's sensational and it's worth it. The Cirque du Soleil, if you can catch at least one, the ticket is expensive, between $120 to $150, but it's an incredible experience. There are more than 7 Cirque du Soleil there in Las Vegas. Take a look around, see which one is more your profile, but it's worth a visit. The Link, which is one of the biggest ferry wheels in the world, is very cool. It has a bar in the cabin, you can have a drink there, and also the zip line at the Fremont Experience, which is the old Las Vegas. It's a very cool idea too. We did it. It's very cool. So I did a combo of tours, which I think are the coolest for you to spend. It's possible to visit more places and spend a lot more, but it's just to give you some directions. And in the end, the total value, people, is $1,775, the economic profile. It's a nice value because I just did the same video, the same bill for Orlando, Miami, New York, California, and Vegas is being the cheapest of all, right? A little bit, not much, but it's the cheapest. And then we converted it to our currency because everyone asked for it. And now, speaking of the comfort profile, it was a total of $3,075 for you to have a nicer trip, a nicer hotel, and the tours that I think are worth investing a little bit more to be able to make this amount more or less there instead of the economic one. Convert it to your currency, do the math with the exchange rate of the day, and see if it fits your profile, if it fits your budget, and see at last how much you're going to spend there for you. And be sure to watch the other videos that are very good, that are sensational videos of everything you can do in Vegas. The coolest of them all is the one that I'm going to put on top, the one on how to travel cheaply to Las Vegas. It's a video that I teach you how to travel your whole trip, saving the most in everything and hiring everything in the cheapest place of all. So check it out, you will like it. Thanks a lot, guys, and have nice trips.